What is going on, you guys? It's your guy, Senpai Out, and we have a lot to cover today. First off, we're going to enter the code Awaken Orochi in the developer's note code link in order to get 97 Orochi for free. You heard me right, for free, you guys. And this will be my final purple element. So I have the whole board closed with 4 out of 5 elements. The only 2 characters I'm missing are Orochi Chris and Pretty Chang. But right here, click on the developer's note. Paste your player ID right here where it says enter member code, and right here where it says enter coupon code, enter the code Awaken Orochi, and it appeared to be the lowercase word awaken, caps for all of the letters in Orochi, no spaces. And according to this flyer, we should get Orochi, 97 Orochi. Wonders never cease to amaze you guys. So once again, all of purple, red, green, and blue, everything but yellow, is officially closed right now. Yes, 2 more FES units and I'm donezo with this entire board. And I have the associated battle cards for all of them except for maybe 2 or 3 of them. So full showcase is coming up. I already have done a showcase on about half of the FES characters available now. And of course now I can also easily put together a tier list with my own footage on who I think the best characters are. And let me just soak in this moment 1 second, you guys, because this feels good. God damn it. It was much more rewarding whenever you had to pull the characters on the individual banner before the bottomless pit banner was an actual thing. But go back to my videos if you all want to see the amazingness. Alright, let's awaken some characters now. Ready? Come on. Alright, you guys, let's dive into the Awaken dungeon, straight into the Reviving Hell dungeon, before we actually awaken some of the characters and beat the first tier boss that I've grinded through. And after that, we will dive into the portion of the video where we can actually awaken the characters, which gives them wings and amazingly powerful cooldown abilities. Ooh, good thing I checked the facts on the stacks on Miss BBV right here, because she would have went in with half a uniform if not. So let's dress her up right quick and just wreck shop on this upcoming boss. This is the tier 1 boss, and as y'all can see, it is weak against the purple element. If you use any other color element, you will suffer damage like so many episode 1 epic quest missions if you don't have the right decked out character. So of course Nameless was one of the purple units, so why not lead with him? His leader isn't that terrible after all anyway, plus he seems to be a fan favorite, so why not, right? That was my logic in the matter. And essentially what this kind of feels like is a Time Attack version 2.0, because you can save a lot of time by knowing when the characters are going to drop and then spamming along the 3 or 5 tier card in order to catch the animation in order to save some time. Because at the top you see how there is a clock timer counting down. If that ever reaches 0, your mission's automatically done. Not only that, but each character has, you see above their heads, 60 seconds. So, not counting the time, say for this type of animation, whenever they're doing their super moves, they have a timer, a death clock above their head, which as soon as it reaches 0, that character is swapped out for hopefully any remaining characters. But no matter how much health they have, if it reaches 0, it's over, with that character at least. So, that's why, once again, 3 tier or 5 tier special moves with high PG gain with long animations would be ideal here, you guys. But of course this is only the first tier, so it's not going to be too difficult, and as soon as you have the boss up against the wall, you could just keep swapping out units, building up PG, and rinse and repeat until said boss is dead. So it's not bad at all. Of course this is once again the first tier. If I remember correctly, when I checked the tier status, it went up to 60. I really hope that that is a typo, or I'm just misreading that somehow, because obviously tier 1 isn't bad, but it looks like it gets a lot worse, you guys. So I'm going to make it through the second tier. I'm sure that this would have opened it up. Let's see what this gives you. Oh, okay. That's actually a nice little random chance card that gives you for completing the tiers. Of course, it gives you the 10 level 1s for beating the associative level 1 boss, and you cannot go back and fight them again, unfortunately, unless you start over. Now for the tier 2, you could or the tier 1, you could also hit auto clear and it will give you the highest reward, similar to League. And let's check one more thing real quick, you guys. Okay, so we completed tier 1, and I was not joking at all, you guys, when I said it goes all the way up to 60. I joke a lot, I do, but I don't know if I'm laughing at myself for this game right now when I saw it goes up to level 60. That's insanity, you guys. But let me grind through tier 2 real quick, give you all the highlights, and then we'll awaken some characters. How's that sound? Great. Let's keep on moving. Alright, so tier 1 is complete. We jumped right into tier 2 and cleared everything except the main boss. And this one is substantially harder than the tier 1. In the first one, you can only use purple if you didn't want to suffer damage. For this one, in tier 2, it's going to be blue. I chose the rock because he has an increase of all attack of all characters by 45. This is what I have equipped on Mukai. And this is what I have equipped on Zero. Now, I fought this character one time and I just flat out ran out of time, because I usually go in with maybe 2 good units, and the third unit can be pretty much whatever. You can even use that third unit as a team leadership skill that'll benefit the other 2, and it has been pretty simple so far, but this one is the first mission that has caused me to reset. So let's give it the respect that it deserves, which is absolutely none, and just try to rip through this mission like tissue paper on a bad day after Chipotle. Let's destroy everything. Okay, now, for this one, all the rules apply. Try to get up to your tier special cards as quickly as possible while switching the characters out. And just after you fire for the 3 or 5 tier, it will freeze the clock. So that is essential in beating, obviously, not only this power-up dungeon, but I'm sure that the higher tiers to come. Now, the rock is excellent for this because you can swap over his 3-tier card from if you obtain the FES unit, or just a 3-tier card in general, and it's a nice long animation, so it gives all your characters enough time to rebuild their active skills, which is essential. Alright, now I have Zero's 5-tier ready for whenever I switch out to him, and I just need to do a little bit of crowd control. Now, these little robots at the bottom of the stage, they look like the cleanup units from the 5th element. They can freeze you up like that, and it's a pain if they do. And of course, that's that mid-level boss, I'm not talking about Zero, the one that's about to get crushed, can grab you and throw you like Orochi Yoshiro, and that will of course waste time, and every second is precious, especially in the tiered boss fights. So, let's enter quickly, because I don't have time to waste valuable seconds on just pushing through this individual. So, alright, let's build a tier card up and switch to Mukai. And that's essentially what it is, you guys. This is just a glorified time attack. I don't know if I said that yet in this video, but that's exactly what it is. Just, you'll know when the characters drop down after a while. And, of course, once again, very important, specials freeze time. Here we go. Get up. Boom. People's elbow coming your way, buddy. From the rock that looks like he has epilepsy from the main screen. The F2P rock. Come on, buddy. Boom. Then just rinse and repeat, you guys. Have a moderately strong team, high attack, and good leadership between all of them, and just rinse and repeat. Let me fire off Summon Glugan to increase Zero's attack stat, and just hit with a 5-tier. Dump the other active skills, switch character, let Zero's active skills come back, and repeat. Very simple, you guys. Not bad at all. And once again, this is the second time I'm playing through the boss fight in Tier 2, because of the first time it did have me kind of lazy to where I was auto-battling most of the way through, but this one you have to actually pay attention to just a little bit. Let's get that 3-tier back up quickly. I'm playing games with this individual. And this is probably going to be like a 25 to 30 minute video after it's all said and done. But at least you have Orochi in your inventory now, especially if you did not have him like I did not. But I do now. That was very generous. I'm so happy that I didn't buy one of those $100 selectors in order to get the character I wanted, because that would have been a glorious waste, because they just stopped offering the selector for the 200-day anniversary right before this update. So, count my blessings. $100, boom, in the bank. I did think about wasting it on one of the selectors slash battle card and character selectors, whatever they are. So happy I didn't. Oh my god. Like, that would have been a little bit soul crushing, because apparently money is a commodity as well. Alright, but on a lighter note, back to KoF AllStars. Let's finish up People's Elbow. And that's something you can get away with in PvE, but not PvP. Even though he did have his second bounce to where I could hit him with this 3-tier super, in PvP, I don't know if it's just a difference in the lag or what, or just the coding in general, but you cannot pick them up after the first bounce unless it's a really hard first bounce. So I would not have been able to pick them up just then. Alright, 0 to anti-hero. Let's finish up. Mukai and Shiki Stomp. Boom, that should be it. Good deal. Good deal. Okay. Now if my calculations are correct, it should have opened up Tier 3. And if there was that much of a climb in damage potential... Oh, let's see if this is one of the cool tickets. Yes, it is. Not mad at that at all. So it appears that every time you beat a tier, it'll give you 1, which is an added bonus. Always nice. Okay, Tier 3 now open. Okay, so I know what I'm going to be doing after I make this video. I'm going to be grinding these different tiers in order to level up my characters, but also on the note of leveling up my characters, let's jump right in and awaken some units. Right now. I'm excited. Probably should have done this before the video, or these tiers, but let's do it right now, you guys. You know I had to keep you until the end of the video before I awaken you guys. Okay, let's just do the Rite of Passage real quick, which has somewhat of a similar feeling of League, except you can add strikers, which I went my first 2 rips without any strikers. And yeah, you can literally call them out in the middle of the stage and get the support bonuses and everything. It's kind of wild how easy this portion of the updated game is. Y'all shouldn't have too much trouble with this one. This is a cakewalk, you guys. So, you set up your team, you set up their OP strikers, and essentially you just dive in, and it's head-to-head 1v1. And they do best, I think, 3 out of 5 matches. So let's just end this quickly. That way we could get to the final part of the video where I actually awaken some characters. And of course, if y'all been following my material, Terry is going to be first and foremost as the headliner, because I have about 2 or 3 soul copies for him. Or memory copies, I should say. But essentially what I want to do is awaken at least 1 character, strong character, in every element. That way, whenever I grind a little bit later on tonight off camera, I'm just going to be able to destroy the different tier quests in order to level up my characters. Because it'll give them, I've seen upwards of +8 or more thousand CPU, which is ridiculous. Not only that, but they gain an extra awakening slot with not PvP, PvE exclusives. Now, this video was just to touch base on most of the different updates that we have available upon, well, of course, the new update, but also to, just to see what this new update has to offer. That's it. So now through these missions we can get these little tokens, which, oh wow, they give you the option to keep going for more. What do you think I'm gonna do? Of course, I'm gonna keep grinding and try to get the. I mean, Rio, get out of here. it's Lady Zero. What were you expecting to do, buddy? But yeah, I'm going to get as many of these tokens as possible, obviously, because they will help the characters evolve a little bit quicker. And essentially that's what we're trying to do. Just give you all a preliminary of where everything's at, how to navigate around, how to gain specific Evo items, and just to get used to the new layout, which is what we are constantly seemingly doing in this game. As soon as you get comfortable with something, they drop something like a bottomless pit banner and completely reallocate everything to where you feel like it's day one again and you're still searching for how to get into basic menus. It's driving me crazy. Did my game just stall out? Come on, buddy. You got this. There we go. Okay. And after each match, it'll be a random roll who you're going to fight next time. And apparently they're going to be similar to your skill level. And, oh, what are you? Was this a handicap mode? Oh, well, I wish I knew you existed before I used all my daily entries. You can get extra tokens at the bottom by clicking the challenge mode. Are you kidding? Wow. Well, that was my third entry. Can't buy new ones with rubies or anything, apparently. But in the exchange shop for this one, you get different hammers from common to rare. Also, circle, passage boxes, square, hexagon, and plus capsule mystery boxes. But this should be the Rite of Passage, you guys. Simple enough. And let's see, with a handicap bonus, you can get upwards of an additional 3 coins per round. So that's 9 coins if you handicap and win all 3 rounds. But that's enough of that, you guys. Now, finally, let's awaken some characters. Now! I promise. Alright, you guys. First time that I have even glanced at the awakened screen. Let's see how this works, because they're probably never going to give this instructional again. So I guess it's a good thing I have this portion on camera. Why not, right? Okay, so I have 3 memories for Terry right now. Click on this box, or click on this box again and click the souls. Alright, 1 is required for level 1. Alright, let's make history. Terry, you are my first FES character, and now you are my first Awakened FES character, buddy. My solemn salute to you for endless quarters at a Neo Geo arcade game. Oh, you've earned your wings, sir. You look like a fighter pilot now. Yes. Okay, you are official. You are awakened, sir. Awakened skills can be used at the first imprint stone. You can raise. Okay. Now, let's see what else I can do to upgrade this individual. Alright. See if I can upgrade him again. And it looks like you have a random assortment of other characters you have to use for the second slot. Okay. Or you could get a generic yellow FES soul all the way to the left. That's good to know. And apparently you need 2 of them. I have 1 copy of Pretty Zero. Looks like I need another copy of something else in order to make this happen. So, we can't make it happen this second, but let's level him up a little bit from the earlier grind. Here we go. Add a bunch of the capsules from tier 1. Could get them to 6 out of 10. Oh wow, that's a huge CP bonus. Also, every time you evolve a character, or every time you awaken a character, you can give them an additional 10 of each HP, attack, and defense capsule. So let's add that to the resume right now. Very nice. And there we have it. Level 6, Terry! Oh god. If I just turned on that screen, I would be freaking out until I saw the CP. I thought that the game just caught its revenge on me somehow. And it seems that there are also imprint stones. Now, I will do a separate video on obtaining those and how they correlate to the characters, but I believe a little bit earlier in the video I said something about getting at least one elemental strong FES character awakened apiece. So, let's do that right now. Ready? Okay, now for the fun part. I probably should have done this in the beginning of the video, that way when I was just grinding the tier quests, it would have been substantially easier. But, put business before pleasure. Right, Miss Vanessa? Okay, let's see. Awakened. Got her. So that should be purple. Throw some, I can't use any more level up material on her except the attack, defense, and HP capsules. So let's get one of every element, preferably the top of their tier, and at least awaken them and throw a 10 spot of HP, defense, and attack capsules on each. For blue, out of all the ones available until Rock Howard comes out, let's go with Mukai, since the game saw it laughably entertaining to give me so many copies of his memories. So let's put them to good use, right? Meow. And throw an additional set of caps on him. And enhance. Mukai with wings, that's wild. And then the devil gave him wings. Everyone seems to have a very similar PvE exclusive. Not as much fun as the PvP exclusives, because usually PvP is limited to auto battle. As you see, I have 2 memories of Lady Mr. Big. So let's of course awaken her, because in my opinion she's the best red unit. In my humble opinion. Look at that. That's special. That is special. Alrighty. I don't care what anybody says. She's adorable with those shades. So, y'all know the routine by now. Let's build her up as much as possible. And apparently this is the fun part of the night, because once again, later on after I make this video, I'm just going to be grinding through the different tier lists in order to just get the new level experience capsules, in order to just level up these characters as much as possible. But within the next couple of days, it should be interesting to see the progress, and by then I should have a better understanding of what all the different level up and awakening materials do, and I should obviously put a separate video on that. But once again, this entire video is just a preliminary of everything new that we got for the most part, minus the Hydern event quests. But I mean, it usually takes about a week before they open up the tokens, or that's going to be here for 2 weeks. This is much more important in my mind, you guys, and was much more critical as far as information goes. So, once again, this has been your guy, Senpai Rai, and I hope that you have enjoyed my material. I will see you guys next time. Later.